everybody. I'm going to talk about some more religious stuff for a little bit here. As it's been coming up, and I've gotten a lot of responses and lots of conflicting thoughts on it and such, I see a lot of people who don't think the Bible has any validity, which is reasonable. I mean, I can understand why that would be. You look at the Bible, and it was written, 2,000 years ago for some of the newer stuff. I mean, the Bible's been around for a while. It came out during a time period where people didn't really understand all of the workings of the world around them, and is common with stories that go that far back. People explain things away the way that it made sense at the time, and in doing so, a lot of the Bible stories seem to become incredible. They don't seem to match up with what scientific fact says right now. So what I want to talk about right now is more scientific fact. One of the common things used to try to debunk the Bible is carbon dating. Radiocarbon, isotopes, and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm not an expert, but even in high school we talked about this. And one of the problems with carbon dating is that you need to know how old, how much you started with, how much was there in the beginning, and because we're at the wrong end of it, we can't know how much was there in the beginning, can we? I mean, we can guess, but a guess isn't the same thing as a fact, is it? I mean, because if a fact is as good as a guess, what's the problem with the Bible again? Right. So we want facts. Here are facts for you. The amount of C14 in the air isn't constant as it is. C12, if my memory is right, it's not constant either. And if they're not constant and in equilibrium already, then how could they have been before, right? If my memory is right, the guy said that even when he was first trying to figure it out, he acknowledged the fact that they were out of sync, and that in order for even part of the guesstimation that he was working from, his theory, it had to assume that it had been in equilibrium at some point, because he was assuming that the world had to have already been billions of years old, and that in this process 30,000 years was all it would have taken for there to be equilibrium. So if his testing was saying that it wasn't already in equilibrium, and he ignored that own portion of his theory, wouldn't that suggest that the world is less than 30,000 years old? I mean, if what he's saying was right, and based all the rest of his theory on, how does that work? How is that still possible? And you don't think science takes faith?